me! The killer is escaping! Help me!
Daddy Pig is 14 foot tall. That is absolutely terrifying. What up, my fellow Peppa Pig fans, my Porky Pies, my Peppa Piggers? I'm back with another video. Woo! So guys, over the last week and a half, I've been playing the amazing game, My Friend Peppa Pig. I thought after completing such an amazing game, we should do a Peppa Pig tier list.
No, God!
So I actually got a suggestion for the tier list to make it about me fighting Peppa Pig characters, ranking them all the way from ones that I could make into mince pies, all the way down to them beating the shit out of me and leaving me in the gutter. Alrighty guys, so ranking wise, we've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. With the ranking system, S tier is characters that would beat me in a fight, whereas characters ranked down in the D tier are ones that I could beat in a fight. First up, of course, the lady herself, Peppa Pig. Now, throughout my time playing My Friend Peppa Pig, I think Peppa Pig has some absolute balls on her. She consistently gaslighted me. She cut me off several times. She claimed all my achievements. You didn't find it! I found it! Honestly, I think she's a ballsy bitch. Saying that, could I knock her out? How tall is she? Because you got to remember when you're punching, where is her head going to be? So let's look up how tall Peppa Pig is. How tall is Peppa Pig? According to the internet, Peppa Pig is 7 foot tall. Excuse me? Peppa Pig is 7 foot. Then how big is fucking Daddy Pig? I knew Ice Age Baby was big, but I didn't know Peppa was this big. You know what? With all things considered and the fact that she is over 7 foot, I'll put her in A tier, alright? I feel like Peppa would probably have a very good chance of beating me in a fight, but we'll see how she goes. Next up, the man himself, Daddy Pig, who I have cosplayed as several times. Actually, not dressed as Daddy Pig today because my Daddy Pig uniform is in the laundry. I spilt some spaghetti on it. Yep, that's it. I spilt some spaghetti on it. Now, Daddy Pig, I feel like, is a formidable foe. I feel like even if I got some left-rights in, his body would just absorb the damage. He's honestly the tank of the group. So I'm going to look up how tall is Daddy Pig. I'm sorry, Daddy Pig is 14 foot tall. I'm just going to leave him in S tier. I'm going to leave him in S tier. Next up, the most annoying character in the series, George. Now, if you've watched my playthrough of My Friend Peppa Pig, I absolutely hate that little shit. Honestly, I don't think he ever said anything other than dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Windy Castle already?
Dinosaur.
Yay, you finally got it right, you
It's
fucking
so
idiot. Now, even if Peppa Pig was theoretically 7 foot, George would only be, you know, half her height. But for the rest of the list, I'm not going to go based off Peppa Pig's height because, you know, I feel like that'd be unrealistic and every character would trump me. So honestly, I'm just going to put him in D tier. You know, even though George is a kid and, you know, I don't condone children fighting, I would absolutely knock that kid out. I'd take him into the back room and I'd just absolutely left, right, good night him. All right, guys, next up, Mama Pig. Now, I feel like with Mama Pig, I have a slight upper hand. Very mothering, very caring, even towards my character, a complete stranger. Daddy Pig could have bought me off the dark web and she would have still cared for me. So honestly, I feel like I can take that to my advantage. I'd be like, hey, Mama Pig, I'm Peppa's new friend. I'm Peppa's new friend. And then I'd just be like, lights out, bitch. I'm gonna put Mama Pig C tier. I think I've got a pretty good chance. Next up, Grandad Pig. I feel like with Grandad Pig, he doesn't do much other than spend time in his garden. I mean, the poor bastard can't even plant things in the soil by himself. He has to require my assistance. Doesn't pay me, by the way. Slave labor. But like Daddy Pig, I feel like he's pretty formidable. He's got a lot of bulk, a lot of size to him. If we were gonna have an actual boxing match, I feel like weight distribution, it's a bit unfair. He's got that advantage. You know what? He's also pretty useless. So I think I will put him in B tier. You know, I think he gets some good hits in, but either way, be in a retirement home when I'm done with him. Grandma Pig. Now, Grandma Pig apparently is completely fucking blind. I don't know if she's got cataracts or something's going on with her eyes, but the amount of times those chickens escaped her and they were right in front of her, she's like, where's my chickens? Where are they? Honestly, she wouldn't even see an uppercut coming. D tier. I feel like I'd absolutely smite her. Now, George's Dinosaur. George's Dinosaur is actually an inanimate object. I don't think it really has much personality to it. I don't think it has any fighting capabilities or training, unless, you know, he could be trained in martial arts. I don't know. So I feel like I've got a very good chance against George's Dinosaur. Just out of the fact of pure spite, I'm going to rank him above George. That way, George knows that his dinosaur is superior to him. Next up, Mr. Tiddles. Now, Mr. Tiddles, the class pet in the game, went missing. He was in a tree. This man's climbed into a tree, and he's a turtle. Not only that, when we got him down, he was on the top branch. How did this man do it? Agile, he's quick, you'll never see him coming. Honestly, he could be sneaking up on me right now and I wouldn't even know. So I feel like the only appropriate ranking is S tier. I am scared of that turtle. I would not want to take him on in a fight. Next up, Mr. Bull. While playing the game, I came across Mr. Bull several times.
Hello, children.
Hello. Like all road workers, he wasn't actually working. Road never got fixed. But to top it off, this man repeated himself over and over and over, and it pushed me to the point of insanity. I could pick a fight with him one week, next week he won't even remember it's me. But I also looked up Mr. Bull for the Peppa Pig live theater show, and I'm gonna be honest here, that is absolutely terrifying. If that came into my room in the middle of the night, I would be shaky. He does have an up advantage that he is very terrifying, especially being a bull. He would charge for red flags like myself, but he's also not the brightest. But we'll give him B tier. I feel like we'll give him B tier. All right, next up, my favorite, Mr. Potato. Now, Potato World, favorite spot in the game, favorite biome. You know, season 5 of My Friend Peppa Pig, I'm glad they added this new area. It was much better than Risky Reels and Tilted Towers. You know, Mr. Potato, he introduced himself. He told me why it's important to eat vegetables. I feel like he was a very educational character, but also he is made of potato, and I love potato. I ate mashed potato. I ate fries. I eat chips. I eat everything. I'm gonna give him C tier because I feel like I could eat him up in no time. All right, guys, next up, Pedro. Such a forgettable character that I've even forgotten his name several times and called him different names. Now, Pedro, I absolutely smoked in the relay race. Pedro didn't see me coming, yet somehow this man still got a trophy.
Pedro
Pedro doesn't serve anything. He was dog shit at it. I am fueled by pure rage when I'm around him, and I feel like that is gonna help me in a fight. This four-eyed looking ass just he'd stare at me and I would absolutely just kick him in the face. D tier. Next up, Suzie Sheep was an integral character in My Friend Peppa Pig, but I am a Peppa Pig fan, alright? I'm a Peppa Pigger. And I know Suzie Sheep don't mess around, alright? I know she jumps in puddles all the time, and that is an absolute display of dominance. But she's gonna be black and purple. She's gonna be so damn bruised. C tier. Next up, Daddy Rabbit. One thing I will say about Daddy Rabbit, this man has style. You know, we're talking about casting the next James Bond. People are saying Idris Elba or Tom Hiddleston. I think Daddy Rabbit, this man has elegant taste when it comes to dressing. And honestly, if you've seen James Bond, you know you can fight in a suit. Now, during my Let's Play, he made me listen to the same dialogue over and over and over. But when I think of Daddy Rabbit and planets and space, I just think he's absolutely out of this world. I've heard rumors that he has over 127 confirmed kills, that he's done 3 tours of Iraq. You wouldn't think so looking at this man, but I think he is terrifying. A tier. I think he is on par with Peppa. All right, next up, Miss Gazelle. Now, Miss Gazelle is obviously Peppa's teacher. She is an authority figure in the Peppa Pig universe, and you know, in power scaling and which characters are better, I feel like she's pretty up there as being a gazelle as a fast animal. She also does have the advantage that she has those horns that could honestly punch an artery or even a vital organ. But saying that, I could honestly just snap it off and then just... So, Miss Gazelle, she's getting B tier. Miss Rabbit. Now, Miss Rabbit, one of the first characters in the game, talks to children. She's a stranger. Didn't know me, talked to me. Already getting bad vibes. She even took me up into a hot air balloon without my parents' permission. She could have thrown me over the edge. No one would know. She has serial killer written all over her.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping! Help me!
Honestly, I think she's even going to turn up in season 4 of You. I think she's going to be the next killer, the next Dexter, the next Hannibal Lecter. A tier. Last but not least, Uncle Pig. Now, you're probably thinking, Joe, Uncle Pig wasn't even in your series. I know. He is part of the Peppa Pig extended family. But honestly, if Peppa Pig, you know, really does adapt real-life stereotypes and animals and things like that, the uncle is one that you don't mess with. The uncle is the one that you don't pick Stope up in front of. Look, I don't want to point fingers, but Sweet Home Alabama and this man like bacon. A tier. Alrighty guys, that's going to be all for this video. I know we didn't cover every character in the lore of Peppa Pig. To be honest, the Peppa Pig expanded universe is vast and large. Honestly, I think the MCU could learn a thing or two from it. But this has been a lot of fun trying to see which characters I could shape up to. I think we're all in agreements here that screw Pedro and George, least favorite characters when it comes to Peppa Pig. But of course guys, more Peppa Pig content on the way. I'm so committed to doing Peppa Pig content. I have over 100 100 hours on My Friend Peppa Pig. That's right, over 100 hours. So guys, if you did like this, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. While playing the game, I came several times